from Eden Prairie Community Center. It's Section 2 hockey on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Tonight's matchup features the 17-8 Chaska Hawks and the 10-14-1 Eden Prairie Eagles. I'm Ryan Paul, coming to you live, as I said, from the Eden Prairie Community Center. Bringing my partner for tonight's audio broadcast, Colin Jacobson, is with me here. Colin, how you doing tonight?
I'm good, Ryan. I'm ready to go. It should be a good matchup tonight. High-speeding, high-checking game. Should be a phenomenal matchup tonight. It's the 4 versus the 5, the marquee matchup here in Class 2, Section 2. This tournament begins tonight. The section semifinals will be on Saturday afternoon at noon and 4 p.m. The winner of this game will play at 4 p.m. against either Minnetonka or Shakopee. And then the section final will be played on the 28th of February at 8 o'clock at the Gophers Mariucci Arena. Again, we're coming to you live from the Eden Prairie Community Center. I'm Ryan Paul, joined by Colin Jacobson this evening. The Eden Prairie Eagles and the Chaska Hawks, and boys hockey on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Glad to have you along with us. In the face-off circle, it's Nick Olmscheid. He's going to go against Jack Jetson. Olmscheid wins it back for Chaska. Eden Prairie wins it back, though. Justin Bach pokes away a dump puck. Bach starting a net for the Hawks this evening. Wearing number 1 in the purple uniforms with black shorts. Here's a shot on goal by Eden Prairie's number 18, Jack Jensen. Jensen leads the team in just about every stat that you can have. He's got 20 goals, 18 assists for a total of 38 points. Out there, number 18 in white tonight. Jensen's checked into the boards by number 8, Billy Bronson, He falls to the ground, slow to get up. He finds his feet, though, and now Chaska has it in their own zone. Kulix takes a hit for the Hawks. Here's Shane Lavelle, the sophomore. Lavelle hangs around in the back of his zone. Now he kicks it out of the neutral zone. One there by Keegan Langfels. Langfels dumps, and Eden Prairie gets a change off. Hawks recuperate. Here comes Bronson. Bronson pushes ahead for Kester for the Hawks. They lose the puck, though, and Eden Prairie gets it back. Tape-to-tape pass intercepted and poked loose. Chris Conan was the intended target on that one. Now they dump it again. Conan gives chase. Barrett down there for the Hawks. They poke it loose, but it can't clear the zone. Arstenger holds up on a shot and gives it away. One back there by Joey Green. Green loses it behind Bach and Chaska net. 0-0, 15:35 to go here. Puck loose in front of the net. Chaska comes away with it. Here's Rhett Pitlick. Pitlick forward for the Hawks, tape to tape. Here's Blaine Warnett, number 2 in purple. Warnett, the junior, missed the middle of the year with a lower upper body injury. He returns here for section play tonight. The Hawks will be without Ben Urbansis, their senior goaltender for presumably the remainder of the season. There's a chance he could return for the state tournament should Chaska reach that milestone. He's out with a lower body injury. Bach will start in net tonight for the Hawks. In net for Eagles tonight is Andrew Dietrich, the senior. 85% goals against. Here's Kester in front. He had a one-timer, just didn't go. Stick tapped with a little bit. Here comes Sam White. White pushes ahead for the Eagles. He's hit in front of the net. Now it's poked back out for Garrett Smith. Smith away. Here's Keith Fletcher. Fletcher dumps it in for Chaska. Just under 15 to play here from the Eden Prairie Community Center. Mediocre crowd of the Eden Prairie side. Chaska packing the stands on their side. Nice stick move by Olmscheid for Chaska. He pokes it down onto the net. Chaska's got numbers here on their offensive zone. Puck loose in front of that. Bronson wants to tee one up. He throws one on. It's out in front of the net. Nobody was there to poke it in, though. Good first scoring chance for Chaska. Foiled by some good defensive play by Eden Prairie. Here's Kester. The other Hawks have a 3-on-2. Kester fires in. Colin, you were going to say something there. Kester just had McDonald and Olmscheid break in there. He could have hit them for a potential break there.
Still 0-0. We approach the 14 minutes of play mark from Eden Prairie Community Center. Chaska dumps the puck. Lavelle and Kulik stay on the ice. The rest will change. Eden Prairie comes away with it. They poke it ahead. Jack Jensen takes a body from Warner. Stays on his feet, though. He dumps it away, and they're going to get a defensive change off for the Eagles.
Eden Prairie playing a lot of dump and chase hockey here. They've kind of altercated to that style since Middlestat left them last year.
Mason Kulik, the physical senior for Chaska, pokes it loose out of the zone. Re-entered, though, into the Chaska defensive zone. Here comes the Hawks as they work it loose. Lavelle, head of the University of Wisconsin, after his Chaska high school playing days are over, kicks it back around for Will Magnuson of the Hawks. It's worked into the corner now. Here's Blaine Warner. Warner behind the net, has a couple of open options. Tapped away out front, though. Out of the ice, Ethan Benz put one on goal. Now, here's a shot from Kester from Starkey. Just hit it wide. Starkey had an open shooting lane. Another one off the other point. It's poked loose. The net's dislodged. We get a stoppage here with 13:08. Chaska, good 2 opening scoring chances here tonight, Colin. The Hawks fans are pleased.
Yeah, after being the receiving of some EP pressure early, Chaska's kind of settled in now with the forecheck and gotten a few opportunities here.
Our first audio-only broadcast of the year. Per MSHSL rules, we are required to not do video. They were kind enough to let us do audio here tonight. We're glad you could join us here on the Lens and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. In the Eden Prairie zone, the Eagles win it back. Around the Dashers. Pachowski has it. Works it around now. Carson James still in the neutral zone. Chaska steals it away. Ben's there. Gave it off for Starkey. Starkey let it go right through his stick. Chaska still possesses. Will Magnuson being worked out of the corner by Pachowski of Eden Prairie. Still in the Chaska zone behind the net. Rhett Pitlick resets for the Hawks here. Here comes Pitlick, the sophomore, takes a trip. We're going to get our first penalty of the game. Chaska's going to go a man up here as soon as Eden Prairie touches up. The Hawks with some numbers here. Here's Pitlick, who just took the penalty. Now we finally get a whistle. And it's going to be our first power play of the game. It's going to be a trip against Eden Prairie. Rhett Pitlick drawing that one. Chaska will be a man up.
Rhett Pitlick able to draw that penalty with his quick speed, just maneuvering right around a few guys, and I believe that is... I didn't catch a number, but I believe that's Hayor. No, it's James who got his stick in there and tripped up Pitlick.
So it's our first penalty of the game, and it's against Eden Prairie. We'll get the call here momentarily. Chaska with a man up, though, on the power play here for the first time tonight. In the Chaska zone, it's swung around. 2 minutes for tripping to number 37, Carson James is the call here with 12:18 to play in this first period. Here's Pitlick, works it around for Warner. Warner fires one on, it's loose out front again. Kessler saves it in from leaving the zone. Now they have it again. They're working tape to tape. This one's poked loose out in front of the net. Eden Prairie tries to clear, but Chaska keeps it in. Here's Pitlick at the point. Hawks running the power play here. 12 minutes to go. Still 0-0. They're looking to capitalize first on this Eden Prairie team. Has been in the state tournament 4 years in a row. Has not won a state title in those 4 years. Here's Kessler now behind in the defensive zone for Chaska. Gives it away for Lavelle. Lavelle lost it at the Chaska zone. He recollects though. Skates in front of his own net. Hawks still in the power play for 1 minute and 6 seconds. Kessler at the neutral zone. He crosses the red line, passes it up for Benz. Ethan Benz takes it in the zone. Shot was deflected out front with 11.5 to play. A lot of contact down there. It's home shot getting held. Whistle stays in the mouths of the referees though. Eden Prairie fails to clear. Mike Kessler keeps it in. Magnuson. Kessler. Working it tape to tape on the point here. Hawks on the power play. Benz whiffed on a one-timer. Could have put Chaska ahead. Eden Prairie on their toes here. Chaska with some good shots on goal. Benz loses his stick. Eden Prairie clears with 30 seconds left on this power play. Bach regathers it behind his own net for Chaska. He gives it off for Kessler now. Kessler working left to right across your radio dial.
Where'd you get that one from?
I don't know. Centered puck just off. Lavelle shot on that one. Hawks still maintaining the offensive zone with ease here. Now it's a steal. Turnover by Chaska. Eden Prairie comes away with it. They've got 5 seconds left on the power play. Here comes Pachowski. Pachowski up the left side. Gave it off for Conan. Conan couldn't do anything with it. Now it's cleared in the neutral zone. Eden Prairie kills off the first penalty of the game. We're back to even strength. Kessler down in his own zone. Had his stick held. Another no call. Good no call in my opinion. Here comes Cuss for Chaska, the senior. Cuss with the puck, loses it. Worked out on the neutral zone. Langfells dumps it in. Kessler pokes it down with his stick. Still 0-0. 10 minutes to play. First period on the Lens and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Number 4 and the number 5 seed doing battle here tonight in this first round of the Section 2 Class 2 playoffs. Big hit down though, but Kessler hobbles up gingerly. He's favoring that left ankle. Eden Prairie has a shot on goal. Garrett Smith had a poked wide. Kessler stays on the ice, still moving gingerly in front of his net. He really is struggling to put any weight on that ankle, it would appear. He's going to skate to the bench here. He looks injured. That would not be a good sign for Chaska. As the puck finds its way into the bench, we get a stoppage and a face-off in the Chaska zone. Mike Kessler looks like he might be hurt as he...
Yeah, Kessler got his leg kind of caught on the wall in a collision behind the Chaska net. We'll pay attention to that and let you guys what's going on with him. That's a key part of Chaska's lineup that they cannot play without if they want to win this game.
Face off in the Chaska zone. Warner wins it back for the Hawks. Full strength hockey with 9:30 to go. Pitlick up ahead. A big hit applied by Eden Prairie. Starkey fell to the sheet. Chaska possesses behind the Eden Prairie net, and Warner got hit and had a poke loose from him. Now Eden Prairie clears his own. Lesko up ahead. Lost it away. Billy Bronson has it here for the team in purple, the Chaska Hawks. Hawks working around in the defensive zone. A little congestion there as they tried to move it ahead. Now Pitlick giving chase to the Eden Prairie offensive attack. Bronson, tape to tape, had it stolen away by Lesko. Lesko fires into the net. We get a stoppage. Zone, Eden Prairie loses it. Benz pokes it away for Chaska, but the Eagles repossess. Eden Prairie works around here. Big hit applied, and Sam Willett falls to the ground. We get a whistle, and it's going to be a penalty against Chaska, I believe. It'll be interference going against the Hawks. So Eden Prairie will go on the man advantage for the first time tonight.
A little bit of a weak call there, but puck was coming around Wiltie's feet right by in front of the Chaska bench, and Starkey put a hit on him.
It'll be John Starkey going for 2 minutes. Interference to call. Eden Prairie going to be on the man advantage for their first time of the evening. Warner going against Lesko in the face-off dot. Far side. Chaska clears right away. Poke it down, and Dietrich stops it behind his net. Rhett Pitlick's down there causing problems. Pitlick has it for Chaska, but he loses it. Finally, Jack Jensen recollects for Eden Prairie. They're going to get a reset here with 1:45 to go. This puck comes right up at us and into the bleachers. Yeah, we're going to stoppage. Puck out of play. Kessler still on the bench, sitting down. No medical attention, it doesn't look like. He's just going to try to wait this one off, it'll appear.
One lucky fan will go home with game puck there.
Little guy. Hopefully it's a game to remember for him. Face off in the neutral zone. One back around by Eden Prairie. Rudrud has it for the Eagles. He goes tape to tape. Still on the power play are the Eden Prairie Eagles this season. 18.3 success rate on the man advantage. Here comes Rudrud. Harassed in the corner by Bronson. Now he works it around. Gives it away for Conan. Conan back out front. Lesko centers one. Out to the point now. Rudrud. Away for Langfells. Langfells had it stolen away by Olmscheid. Chaska clears. Olmscheid's going to give a chase as Eden Prairie has to back away. 7:41 to go in the first period. 1:08 to go in the penalty to John Starkey of Chaska. Fans continue to pile in here at the Eden Prairie Community Center. Ryan Lesko works ahead. Chaska clears once more. They dump it around with 1 minute to go in the penalty. A good PK by Chaska so far tonight. They're 77% so far this season on the penalty kill. Warrant working against Jensen. Jensen's headed to the U of M after his high school playing days are over. He's a junior out there. He swings it around, hits off the dashers. Kessler's back out there. Looks like he's doing all right for Chaska. A good sign for Dave Snugger and the Hawks. Jack Jensen down low. Eden Prairie running the power play. Here's Garrett Smith. Smith back to Jensen. Jensen up to the point. Carson James lost it away. Now it's away for Irwin. Irwin loses the puck, and it's cleared by Chaska. 25 seconds to go. They ice it all the way down. The fourth time they've been able to clear down the ice, and both teams will get changes off here with 6:51 to play in the first period.
Chaska aggressive PK and causing EP a little bit of trouble is trying to move that puck around.
Eden Prairie struggling in the record column this year, 10-14-1. They've only won one late conference game. It was their last regular season game of the year. It was against Hopkins. Here comes Mike Kessler a little slowly. This one poked on goal. It was a shot deflected. Carson James of Eden Prairie put it on his own goalie. And as we say that, the penalty expires and Cuss comes onto the ice for the Hawks. Sam Willett ahead for the Eagles. Bronson up. Kulik supplies a hit for Chaska. Ben's also doing some dirty work on the neutral zone. Kessler with it. Kessler gets plowed over. No whistle. Incidental contact, it appeared.
Surprised to no penalty there. That looks like kind of the same type of play that happened in front of the Chaska bench.
A shot from Joey
was called on the penalty.
Shot from Joey Grain went just wide. Just off the left side of Justin Bach's glove. Crowd beginning to fill up here. Bach covers. They get a whistle. Justin Bach covers a shot by Jack Jensen, and a stoppage with 5:52 to go as the crowd continues to flow in here to the Eden Prairie Community Center. Seats becoming harder to find.
Yeah, no, good sizable space, although I'm not seeing much of a student section for the Eagles, where on the opposite side, Chaska's packed it full.
Full strength hockey. 5:52 to play. Eagles 0, Hawks 0. Section 2, Class 2, playoff quarterfinal. Neutral zone. Lavelle has it for Chaska. Can't find it. Works through his face bubble. One away back for Arsinger for the Eagles. Thomas tries to come with it. McDonald tries to come with it, excuse me, for Chaska. The puck is held right in front of the Eden Prairie bench. Nobody can move it. Being held on the boards along some sticks. 5.5 to go here. Here's Lavelle. Push it against Pager. Eden Prairie in the defensive zone. Here comes Joey Grain. Grain up ahead. Off the stick of Lesko. Eden Prairie possesses as they enter Chaska's zone. Shot on goal. Bach saved it away. Chaska fails to clear. Eden Prairie had an open net, but they got lucky. Nick Olmscheider's right in the way of the goal of an Eden Prairie goal. Puck now is cleared in the neutral zone. Chaska's going to come away. It's going to be a one-on-one. Here comes Lavelle. Lavelle tries to go through the legs with 5. We go across out of the 5 minutes of play mark here from Eden Prairie. It's still a 0-0 hockey game. Pretty good game so far.
Yeah, good speed, good pace. Both teams have gotten their chances early in the game.
Minimal stoppages. Jack Jensen ahead for the Eagles. Dumps it off for Carson James. James backhand just over the net of Justin Bach. Physical game so far. Bodies being thrown all over the place. Jensen by himself. A dandy of a stick move. Now he comes all the way around. Jensen flicks it wide. Magnuson takes a shot to the back. Tries to clear it out. Now it works around the back line. Bodies tangled up on the goal line. Some good physical and hard play being played here. Here's Keith Fletcher. He couldn't possess it as Chaska is going to get a change off. But Warner's down in the Eden Prairie zone. He fails to collect it though. Pachowski ahead for Eden Prairie. Gives it away for Carson James. Eden Prairie is offside. It'll be a neutral zone face-off.
Definitely seems like the Chaska crowd's more into this game.
Well, certainly the Eden Prairie fans were seldom in the stands as the game started, but now as the game proceeds, we've seen a little bit of a substantial increase on the size of the Eden Prairie crowd, but Chaska's fans definitely more into this game. Face-off back, won by Chaska. Mike Kester, the junior captain, head of the University of Minnesota. He's playing for the Tri-City USHL team after his high school junior year is over. Puck along the red line, spun around John Starkey. Hawks lose it though. Flicked up in the air. Eden Prairie's going to chase it. Kester pokes it away. Here's Benz, 3-on-2. Comes Chaska. Stolen away though by Eden Prairie's Carson James. Here's Sam Willett now for the Eagles. Willett into the offensive zone. Up top, here's at the point. Irwin puts one on, blockered away by Bach. Rebound shot just wide. Kester comes away for Chaska. He has a fancy stick move. He's got Pillick up ahead of him. Kester enters the zone. Kester, fancy stick work, blocked away. Eden Prairie escapes the bullet there.
A lot of sticks flying around here early.
A lot of sticks and a lot of bodies.
Hey, one thing to note from that last sequence that Eden Prairie had in the Chaska zone, Bach's got to be good on these rebounds tonight.
A ripper from the point. Arsinger just wide. Stays 0-0. Eden Prairie keeps it in the zone. No, this one's deflected. A shot off of Conan's stick. Lavelle in defensive zone gives it away for Chaska's Barrett. Barrett upside now for Olmscheid. Eden Prairie doing a good job defensively, not letting Chaska enter that offensive zone with ease. 2:47 first period. Here comes Conan. Conan tries to center one. It goes off of Justin Bach's blocker. Sam Pager at the point. Rips one on just over the crossbar. Eden Prairie getting some good hard looks here. They keep it in the zone. Pager pushes it wrong. Now it's flushed out. Here comes Lavelle. Lavelle, fancy stick work. Tries to fire when he takes a huge shot from behind. Kulix is going to give chase here. And he gets leveled. Eden Prairie clears the zone. Here comes Conan. Conan for the Eagles. Blocker saved by Bach. Kush tries to clear. Gives it away for Kulix, but it was an ill-advised pass, and Langfels puts one on and over the glass on the the Chaska defensive side with 2:07 to go. It's still a 0-0 hockey game.
The Chaska needs to start getting some shots on net. That's the second time Lavelle's worked his way into the zone with a one-on-one and hasn't gotten a shot off.
And that's right. Chaska, when they were on the power play, they got some good looks from now on, though. From then on now, Eden Prairie seems like they kind of control the offensive pace of this game. Defensive zone face-off for Chaska. Eden Prairie wins it. They push it around the net. Middlestat, John Middlestat, brother of Casey, has it for Eden Prairie. It's worked up and held along the boards. Some sticks are compiling down there. The puck isn't moving. Now it finally is poked free. John Middlestat comes with it for Eden Prairie. He's being pushed by Magnuson for Chaska. Now Magnuson gets it away for the Hawks. They come away with it. Kester recollects, and Chaska get a chance to set themselves up something here. Here comes McDonald. McDonald works it ahead. Kulix just out of his reach. Hawks keep it in though, but Gus fell down, and Eden Prairie clears his own. Here comes Irwin, 3-on-1 or 3-on-2 for Eden Prairie. Jack Jensen couldn't get a good looking shot off. Starkey playing some good defense there with his stick and his body. Jensen possesses in the corner, but Warner pokes it loose. Mouthful. Langfells puts one on, went off a stick, it looked like. Poke just over that. Here comes Fletcher. Fletcher pokes it away. Clears the zone. We go under a minute to play here. A turnover by Eden Prairie. Blaine Warner couldn't put it on his stick. Here's Benz. Benz puts one on. Warner out front. Good save. Goal! Rhett Pillick puts Chaska on the board. A loose puck out in front of the net. Rebound shot by Rhett Pillick. Tingles wide and Chaska takes a first period lead.
What a play there by Warner to intercept that pass on a point, and they're firing on all cylinders. 3-4 chances there had Dietrich down on the ground, just able to pound it away and take the early lead.
It's a 1-0 lead with 50.6 to play here. Rhett Pillick's going to be the goal scorer. Face off with just under a minute to play. Chaska with some energy here. Here's the call. Assist goes to Warner, as well as Ethan Benz. Eden Prairie back down. Rud tries to put one on. They get another the same looking shot that Chaska had on the other end, but they couldn't capitalize on it. The Chaska fans are into it. Eden Prairie needs to touch up as they dump it down to the zone. 20 seconds to go, first period.
The fans are into it now.
That's right. It's loud here inside the EP Community Center. Pitlick spoils an Eden Prairie scoring chance. He dumps it down. 10 seconds left. Time's going to tick out on this first period unless Chaska can get something going here. They're in the offensive zone. 5 seconds left. 4 seconds left. Eden Prairie's going to clear it, and time is going to expire, but not before. Chaska gets on the board first. It's a 1-0 lead for Chaska as we go to the first intermission.
Oh, good period of play there.
Wonderful hockey period. A wonderful game. Rhett Pillick from Warner and Benz with just under a minute to go. Chaska's on the board first against the number 4 Eden Prairie Eagles.
Sounds like some good old-fashioned AA hockey here from Minnesota.
Nothing like it here. The atmosphere is phenomenal. The crowds are both into it. Chaska's fans travel very well, and the Hawks have a first period lead. We'll be right back with the intermission report on the Lenzen Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. First intermission, Hawks up 1-0. Welcome back to Eden Prairie Community Center on the London Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Ryan Paul coming to you with the intermission report with Colin Jacobson here in this Section 2 Class 2 Section 2 quarterfinal playoff game. After one period, Chaska, the number 5 seed, leads the number 4 seed Eden Prairie 1-0. In the last minute of the period, Rhett Pillick singled Twine with an assist, going to Blaine Warner and Ethan Benz. Shots 9-7. Eden Prairie in the first period. Colin, your impressions of that first frame?
I thought it was a good first period for both teams. Both teams had their opportunities. Started out with EP, come in, getting their chances, then it shifted to Chaska, and it shifted more to EP towards the end of the period, but Chaska was able to find the back of the net. That's good for them with the last minute of play, going in the locker room. It's kind of uncharted territory for them, which is a good sign. They make them feel a little bit more comfortable.
Get them uncomfortable. Let's bring in Greg. Greg, what did you think about the first period?
Well, let me tell you, Ryan, I was very impressed with the effort these kids gave in tonight's game. I think the back check was tremendous. We did not have the puck in our zone very long. We were able to get the puck out. Anytime they had any sustained pressure in our zone, we were able to get the puck out. I think also that when we were on the forecheck, we didn't have to send the whole team in. You'll notice Snuggerud is sucking a couple of guys back. We've got 3 guys forechecking, not 5. Yep. The 2 guys are back in the neutral zone. 3 guys are going deep, and we're keeping the pressure on with only 3 guys. Yep. I think the speed and the want to is there tonight for Chaska.
Although EP did show a little bit that their size is going to be a little bit of a factor here, and Chaska's inability to get some shots coming in on the rush, that may hurt them down the road.
And I think that's because they have fewer people attacking, right? Yep. They have fewer people going down, not as many places to do a lot of passing. We got to rely on one guy getting around the group, and the size is correct. But remember, size versus speed.
Yep.
Size are going to hit our guys. And they laid into some guys down here. They laid some wood. There is no doubt about that. But on the other hand, we were able to get around them.
Yeah,
I just heard Saturday's practice on this rink. I heard it was one of the most intense practices of the year. I heard Dave had these guys throwing up. They were working so hard.
Yeah, no, I was out there. It was a hard practice.
And I heard Dave's message was, if you can play tired, you will prevail.
Yeah,
let's go for the second. Let's get some more.
Yeah.
That's our very own Greg Erickson, Chaska rink announcer, as well as occasional color commentator here on the London Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. We dropped the puck in the second period. Nick Olmscheid wins it back for Chaska. Billy Bronson retreats. The Hawks change sides, working right to left across to a radio dial, or I suppose it should be called a monitor. However, you're listening to us tonight on the London Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. We appreciate you coming on and joining the ride with us here tonight. It's a 1-0 hockey game after one period of play. And we got an icing call to open up this second period.
A little update around the section. Holy Family's up 3-0 on Chanhassen. Prairie Lake's up 1-0 on New Prague. And Minnetonka's currently up 2-0 on Shakopee.
We'll try to update that area on the screen there as we get updates available to us, and we have a spare minute. But you'll see when it was last updated there. Otherwise, we're here from Eden Prairie. The Eagles wearing the all-white sweaters with black shorts. Eden Prairie is going to get called as Mike Kester falls to the ice. He took a knee right to the head, and it's going to be Ryan Lesko who's going to go to the box. Kester, the second time he's been hurt tonight, he took a knee right to the head, and it looks like he might be a little shaken up. See, now if Kester goes out with a concussion, that's really something Chaska does not want. He's going to stay on the ice right now, though.
No, he'll be fine. Eden Prairie coach Lee Smith not too happy about that call. Very verbal about that.
Second power play of the night for the Hawks. They were unsuccessful on their first try. Comes here just under 30 seconds in. Lee Smith, in his 25th season at Eden Prairie, played college hockey at Mankato. He's currently holding a 413, 166, and 30 record at Eden Prairie High School.
That's a pretty good record.
I'd take it.
Got a few state titles to go with that there.
On the other side of the benches, Dave Snuggerud is a member. The Chaska coach was a member of the 1988 Winter Olympics in Calgary. So some experience here on the ice. Chaska in the offensive zone with a man up. Shot and goal! The Hawks go up 2-0. They caught Andrew Dietrich sleeping. And the Hawks, with 16:21 to go in the second period, go up 2-0, and the Chaska fans are 125% into this hockey game.
Nice little sorcery there by Warner to sneak that puck right through the 5-roll of Dietrich. He had no idea where that was.
The puck, he didn't know until the Chaska fans went wild. The puck was coming off the face-off in the dot. They poked it right towards the net, and they scored. We'll see who the goal goes to here, but for the moment, it's a 2-0 Chaska Hawk lead. The power play goal coming just 30 seconds, just over that mark here in the second period. Face off at center ice. Will he listen for the call here? There's a scrum behind the linesman who drops the puck. Here's the call. Warner.
A little bit extracurriculars going on here in front of the Chaska goal. The EP coming off hard off that face-off. These next few minutes are very important for both teams.
What was that, Warner?
Looks like we're going to get a penalty here against Warner.
Warner's going to go to the box. Warner, who just scored that goal just 10 seconds ago, is going to go to the box. Do you know who the assists were on that last one? I missed them.
No, I do not.
We'll just throw the goal up there. I'm sure we'll have it here shortly. But it's 2-0 here in the second period.
It may have came off a turnover.
I think there were a couple of assists. Anyway, it's a 2-minute power play for Eden Prairie now on the other side. Warner's going to go for excessive contact. 16:05 to go. Eden Prairie back in the power play. Chaska back on the penalty kill. The Eagles go tape to tape on their blue line. Chaska drops back in the 4-man penalty kill. This puck is covered by Justin Bach, who's doing very well tonight, and another penalty. This one looks like it's going to go against Eden Prairie. They're getting really chippy down there. The referees aren't letting them.
No, they're discussing whether that puck went in or not.
Oh, they're saying whether it was a goal or not? Oh, I thought I saw a penalty call. No, they're going to wave it off. They thought the puck went across the line. I see. So it stays a 2-0 game. Eden Prairie still on the power play for 1:39. Puck out loose. Rud. Around for Middlestat. Far side of the ice. Chaska defensive zone. Here's a wrist shot hard off the stick of Rud. Mason Kulich tries to clear for Chaska, but Eden Prairie keeps it in the zone.
Bach needs to watch those rebounds.
Bach does have a couple juicy rebounds so far tonight. Still loose. Chaska trying to clear it out of the Justin Bach crease. We go a minute to play in this penalty, and Chaska clears. Eden Prairie failed to keep it in the zone. We go down the other way. Eden Prairie is going to have a chance to recollect here. We go under 60 seconds to go on the penalty. Jensen enters the zone. Starkey, that's Benz playing good defense on him. Langfells at the point. Tape to tape, back to Langfells. That was off the stick of Jensen. Jensen wants it. Eden Prairie struggling with Chaska's good defense. They clear it again. Chaska's penalty kill. Very, very nice tonight.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of keeping them to the outside right now.
McDonald loses his stick momentarily. Here comes Eden Prairie. Jensen across the blue line, enters the zone, gives it off, dumps it away for Lesko. Lesko does the same and he gives it back to Rud. Puck loose out in front of the net. Nobody knows where it is. Now it's loose in front of box. Somebody covers the puck and we're going to whistle. There's a scrum. This game is getting very physical, very fast.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration for Eden Prairie coming into play here.
23 seconds to go in the penalty to Warner. He is eager to get out of that penalty box. There are probably 5 or 6 bodies of either jersey color down there in front of Bach, and the referee just had to blow his whistle. Nobody knew where the puck was. Face off to the left of Justin, or to the right of Justin Bach. Worked out to the point. Irwin, a ripper from the point. That's blocked out front though. McDonald took the rubber right off the chest. 10 seconds to go in the penalty. Middlestat in the Chaska defensive zone, but goes behind Justin Bach in the Chaska crease. A scrum for it, and Chaska clears. But we get a whistle as it would appear that there was a contact. Did the puck go hit somebody on the bench? I think it did.
Yep. That puck was just a little bit too ahead of Warner coming out of the penalty box. Chaska's looking for a break for him.
So we go to even strength hockey here with 14-12 to go. But a face-off to the right of Justin Bach in the Eden Prairie offensive zone. Chaska tries to clear. Warner stood it up though. Clears it now down again where icing is going to be waved off, so Eden Prairie is going to have to give chase. Arsinger down there for the Eagles. Pachowski works it into the neutral zone. Puck comes across the blue line. Eden Prairie's Conan. Fancy stick work, nothing doing there, and Eden Prairie loses it back to Chaska. Barrett got out skated. Now it's in the corner. Carson James to the right of Justin Bach and crease for the Chaska Hawks. Now there's a goal. Eden Prairie. Tim Pachowski put one on from the right face-off dot. Might have gotten tipped out front. It was kind of just a flick right on goal, and nothing Justin Bach
right
did
there.
on.
That was just a routine shot from the point. It bounced right off of Bach and went in. He's got to make those saves if Chaska's going to want to be able to win this game and advance deeper into section play.
So Eden Prairie's on the board with a goal here in the second period.
That goal just cannot happen.
Face off, work back around here. So Pachowski from Jones for Eden Prairie. Makes it a 2-1 hockey game here. Puck in the neutral zone. Shane Lavelle levels Arsinger. And we're going to get an icing call here and a face-off in the Eden Prairie zone. As you said, Justin Bach really needs to work on those rebounds and making sure he keeps everything in front of him.
Yeah, you are right about that. Bach was playing well at the start of the year, and then he went into a little bit of a slump where he had very inconsistent play for a while. He's able to bring himself back up, but still, there's a little bit of a cause for concern here.
Bach an 89.1 save percentage on the year in his 18 games. There's another goal.
Like that.
Ties it up.
Just like that.
Same exact thing. They just poked it right in. I mean, it couldn't have been much easier for Eden Prairie. And just like that, it's a 0-0 brand new game. Eden Prairie back, ties it up.
Sure feels like 23-2 right now.
Chaska into the intermission. They had all the momentum, and now back down as we cross over to the second period. It's a whole different hockey game.
Did not take Eden Prairie long to change that.
We'll get the goal call here momentarily. I couldn't catch. There was a pile of humanity down there, and the puck somehow found its way in. Here we go. Rudrud from Willie. Justin Bach covers the puck down as he's taking a plethora of shots here in this second period. Shots were pretty even in the first period. It was 9-7 Eden Prairie after 17 minutes. Face off to the left of Justin Bach, the junior captain for the Hawks. Linesman drops it. Chaska gives back to Chase. Comes around off the glass. Chaska can't clear though. Eden Prairie dumps it back in. Jensen gives chase. Jensen finds himself with it. Down in the Chaska defensive zone. The Hawks poke it loose. Here comes Ethan Benz. The Chaska fans have been very quiet here in the second period so far.
Well, they've got nothing to cheer about. They scored and
tie up down in the corner.
Right back.
Tie up down in the corner. The puck loose. Nobody really knew where it was. Pitlick looking for someone to give it to. Now here's a steal. Lesko took it right away in the passing lane. Pitlick had it intercepted from him. Lesko fires one on. Bach sticks it away with 12:13 to play here in the first period. Ryan Lesko recollects the neutral zone. Eden Prairie dumps it in. They're going to get a line change off here behind the Chaska goal. Lavelle pokes it around for Fletcher. Fletcher up to Pitlick. Pitlick couldn't possess it cleanly. Here comes Olmscheid. Olmscheid ahead for Chaska. Dumps it down to the zone. Chaska's going to give Lavelle a chance to chase. Lavelle got worked through. Eden Prairie comes down with it here. They clear the zone, work it to the neutral area. Mason Kulik's the senior for Chaska. Collects here. Now it's dumped in. Pager puts it behind the Chaska goal. Eden Prairie touches up. Chaska gets a chance to recuperate. Another turnover in the Eden Prairie offensive zone. Eden Prairie has to touch up though as it got poked into the neutral zone.
Chaska looks kind of slow after the Eden Prairie tied the game.
They do look very slow. Here comes Lavelle trying to put Chaska back in the driver's seat here. He shoots one out from the blue line. It gets deflected, and goes up into the mesh netting. We get a stoppage and a face-off to the left of Andrew Dietrich. So 3 goals here already in this second period. Chaska trying to pick it up here. Their bench all sits down here. Kester fires one. It got blocked down front by a stick. Eden Prairie clears the zone. Kester pokes it away. Gets it back here. He backs up across his blue line. Dumps it down to the Eden Prairie zone. Icing called. Kester tried to hit someone entering the zone for a breakaway, but nobody was there to catch the pass. And with 11:06 to go, an icing call and a face-off down near Justin Bach. .11:06 left. Rood against Warner to the dot. Warner wins it away. Bronson kicks it around for Lavelle. Here's Benz. Ethan Benz all by himself. Had it poked away from him. Benz getting bodied by Irwin in the corner. Now Benz taking a shot to the head. Warner comes down to help him out. Still a scrum forward in the corner. Eden Prairie a defensive zone here. There's a battle out in front of the net, and now it's finally poked away. Willett comes away. Willett up down for Smith. Chaska intercepts though. Warner has it in front of the goal. Eden Prairie almost got away. Chaska almost got away with a defensive breakdown there. Willett almost had himself a goal. Warner now recollects for Chaska. The Hawks need to pick me up here. Puck possession, a completely different conversation here in the second period, Colin.
Oh, yeah.
Chaska dominated for the last couple minutes of that first period. Now Eden Prairie is not letting Chaska get any good looks.
The Beast has awoken.
Lee Smith, 25th season here at the helm for Eden Prairie. He has his team well oiled. The perennial state tournament competitor. Now a scrum forward. It's worked out on the blue line. Chaska and Eden Prairie doing battle here. A turnover by Langfells, which Eden Prairie recollects. Still a loose puck in the neutral zone. Fletcher pokes it in. Chaska's going to give chase, but Langfells has it for Eden Prairie now. It's worked up ahead. He has a streaking Lesko. Justin Bach momentarily comes out of his crease, but backs in now. Lesko gets pushed down along the boards. Falls down. 9.5 to go. Here comes Chaska's McDonald. McDonald, an errant pass. He comes into the zone now. He gets leveled. Ethan McDonald absolutely laid out on the blue line. Puck works back around along the end boards. Keith Fletcher's not going to have any of that. He gets tied up in the behind the play with Andrew Irwin. Chaska playing on their heels here, down back to a 2-2 tie after Eden Prairie retaliated on the most dangerous lead in hockey, a 2-0 advantage for the Hawks. Here's a turnover in the offensive zone for Eden Prairie.
Chaska has not looked good ever since Eden Prairie tied the game.
Ever since they got that first goal. They scored only, 30 seconds after?
Yep.
Chaska with a rush here. Here comes Lavelle. Lavelle enters the offensive zone. He's going to take it around the back of the net. Fires one. Off the side of the twine where Andrew Dietrich is protecting. Now it's worked behind Dietrich of Eden Prairie. Olmshad down there doing battle for possession. Works still back around. It's tied up by Clayton Schultz of Eden Prairie. Schultz has it behind his own goal. Tries to clear it out. Bronson applies a hit. Kulix fires one towards the net. A good chance there for Chaska. Now a center puck. Nobody was home to put it away though. And Eden Prairie comes away with it here. A little bit better looking there from the Chaska offensive rush. Eden Prairie down the other way. Lesko behind the net. Off for A.J. Horton out of the ice for the first time tonight. Warner falls to the ice as he tries to clear down to the defensive zone. Chaska. Lavelle gets his legs taken out. No whistle though. Here comes Kulix down to the offensive zone. Kulix got hammered and sandwiched. He lost the puck. Eden Prairie comes away. Here's Willett. Willett puts one on. Loose puck in front of the net. There's another juicy rebound given up by Justin Bach.
Well played shot there by Willett going for that far pad rebound for the man breaking to the net.
Kester by himself. He puts one on. It's stopped and he scores! Kester scores for Chaska! Andrew Dietrich had the initial save locked up, but it poked out of his glove and Kester found the back of the net. It's a 3-2 hockey game.
There's that answer they needed, but they now know EP will not go away. So Chaska's now, after regaining that lead, they need to pick up the play and move the pace back in their way. Chaska been looking very lackluster this whole period with a very seldom amount of chances to finally get one to go there.
Chaska back up on top here in this 2AA quarterfinal. Ryan, Paul, Colin Jacobson with you. It's Mike Kester who just buried one for the Hawks. Back up after they had a 2-0 lead early in the second period. They gave it up to Eden Prairie, but now they have it again. Eden Prairie already only 10 seconds into this new game here, already picking up the physicality level here. 7:20 to go, second period. High school hockey at the Lenzen Chevrolet Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. A shot fired on by Arsinger. Deflected out front, poked loose into the neutral zone. Here comes Olmscheid for the Hawks. Olmscheid's all by himself. He fires one right into the glove of Dietrich, and it's a stoppage with 7:08 to play.
Yeah, no, we talked about it in the intermission with Greg Erickson that Eden Prairie has the size advantage, and they are using their body, and that's really picked up here in this second period as they've clawed their way back into this game.
2-3, Eden Prairie trailing Chaska here. The 5 seed falls behind the 4 seed falls behind the 5 seed here. Middle of the second period. Puck dropped to the left of Andrew Dietrich, or the right that is, left of us. Here's Keith Fletcher doing work down in the corner. Good sign, Chaska's fans back into it. Fletcher applying a body. He puts a shoulder right into the Eden Prairie player. He's going to get called for it right in front of the Chaska fans. And he's going to go for an elbow.
That's
with
a good call.
6:52 to go. Keith Fletcher, he just can't lift it. It was a good hit until he put the elbow up.
Yep. He just extended and went up on those arms, and you can't be doing that, especially when he was on the wall, and it was an unnecessary hit there by Fletcher.
Fletcher, no rookie in the penalty box, leads the team in penalty minutes this year. He'll go for 2 minutes, an elbow.
This is a key penalty kill here for the Hawks.
It is. Eden Prairie won with one goal on the power play tonight. Is that right? I believe it is.
Maybe, yeah. No.
Well, we'll just go with it.
Maybe.
Back on the ice here. Right in front of the net. Lesko, loose puck. Worked it back out now. In front of Justin Bach. Kester playing defense for the Hawks in the corner. Here's Ryan Lesko for the Eden Prairie Eagles. He finally releases it out for Langfels. Langfels at the point. Eden Prairie on the power play. Rud. Tape to tape. Eden Prairie running a triangle-looking play here. A slapper by Langfels, blocked away into the netting with 6:20 to go. A stoppage. 1.5 to go in the penalty.
Nice play by Kester. Pick up that stick there in front of the net to force that puck to go out of play.
You're going to get a face-off.
Key job by Kester to get that face-off moved outside on that play.
Very good play there. 6:20 to go. 3-2. We get a face-off in the neutral zone right in front of the Eden Prairie bench. Warner going against Jensen. 3 future University of Minnesota players on the ice right now. Jack Jensen for Eden Prairie, as well as Rhett Pillick and Mike Kester for the Hawks. Jack Jensen just with a very nonchalant, beautiful pass. Chaska has 2-on-1. They're going to give chase. Dietrich comes out of his crease. Pillick had a wide open net but missed the shot. Dietrich was way too far out of his crease. Here's Warner from the point. Misses. Blocked out front. Dietrich came 15 feet out of the crease. Rhett Pillick had a wide open net, but he put it off the side of the net.
That could have been that big. That's a big play. That could come back later to hurt the Hawks.
Jensen is dangerous. He comes across the blue line with it now. Enters the zone. He has some fancy stick moves here. Tries to center one, but Lesko wasn't ready for it. 5.5 to go here in the Eden Prairie offensive zone. 3-2 Hawks. Puck is loose. Flutters up in the air. Chaska's trying to clear. Nothing doing off of the Mike Kester attempt though. Jensen centers one. Nobody home. Chris Conan whiffed on a shot. Loose puck again out in front. Chaska playing good defense in the trenches here. They're going to clear and kill off even more of this penalty that Keith Fletcher is serving. 18 seconds to go in that penalty to Keith Fletcher. Kulix skates along, tries to put a body on Jensen, but Jensen's too quick for him. We go under 5 to go. The penalty's been killed off in 5 seconds. Bach is just waiting for something to hit him, and now we go full strength. The penalty killed off by Chaska. 4:45 to go, and a stoppage in play as Justin Bach covers a shot after it was poked in under his glove by an Eden Prairie player, and we have a face-off at the Chaska zone. Puck worked out. Even strength hockey here from the Eden Prairie Community Center. Ryan, Paul, Colin Jacobson with you. A lot of physical contact going on right now. Sam Willett in front of the net. couldn't get it to rip off, though. Now Mason Kulik comes away with it for Chaska. He goes down all the way to the offensive zone, dumps into the corner, gives chase, though. Goes against Jack Busby. Now Benz recollects for Hawks. Magnuson fires one off the stick of an Eden Prairie player down low. They come away with it. Starkey does a good job of keeping it in the Hawk zone. Now it's back out of the neutral zone. Starkey recollects for Chaska. Neutral zone play. A plethora of it here so far in this last couple minutes. Lavelle has it for the Hawks. It's 2-on-2. Lavelle dumps it in. Chase will chase here. Andrew Irwin dumps it all the way down. It's going to go off the blocker of Justin Bach. Just under 4 minutes to play. A stoppage. Justin Bach covers a 90-foot shot. And we get a stoppage.
Well, ever since the Chaska goal, Chaska has definitely responded a little bit better with a good penalty kill where they had that opportunity. They're looking to get more here because this one goal is not going to win them the game.
Face off for the right of the Chaska junior, Justin Bach.
Weird carom off the wall there.
Very weird
to pay
carom.
attention to.
It hit off of one of the pillars that was separating the glass panels. Here comes Stanchion. I'm not a hockey. Stanchion. Here's Lavelle. Lavelle has it wide open in front of the net, but it's blocked away. A phenomenal defensive play out in front for Andrew Irwin to dive right in front of Lavelle's shot. Eden Prairie comes away. Here's Jack Jensen. Jensen enters the zone. Jensen, fancy stick work, almost shelved one, but it goes just too high. Comes out of the zone. Magnuson with speed gives chase against Andrew Irwin. Magnuson applies a good hit on Irwin, makes him lose the puck. Chaska can get some bodies down in the offensive zone, but Eden Prairie clears it. And we're getting an icing call here with 3:12 to go as the puck is worked down behind Justin Bach.
Now there's Lavelle's speed there, shown for the Hawks. Able to get down into the Eden Prairie zone fast and put that body.
Face off to the right of Dietrich. Warner wins it away for Chaska. But Eden Prairie gets a good check and comes away with it. Pitlick's put to the sheet. And John Starkey does the same to an Eden Prairie player. Comes out of the neutral zone. Billy Bronson's waiting for it though. They dump it in and Blaine Warner accidentally touch it. We get an offside call on a neutral zone face-off with just under 3 minutes to play.
Sigurdsson seeing his first ice tonight for the
Tony
Hawks.
Sigurdsson, the senior. 2 assists this year in his 19 games. Face off in the neutral zone right in front of us. Puck work back in the defensive zone for Chaska. Pazur has it for the Eagles. Bronson trying to clear. Pachowski in front. A defensive turnover. You're shaking your head. Almost another huge defensive flaw for Chaska, but they get away with a mistake there. Anyway, it's going to be Blaine Warner who's going to go to the box once more. A penalty coming for Eden, or a power play coming for Eden.
That's Warner again. That's a key penalty killer for Chaska that's going back to the box. Chaska's hurting themselves right now, shooting them in the foot with penalties. They're just giving Eden Prairie the opportunity to get back into this game again.
Warner, second penalty taken on the night.
I don't know if that was a necessary penalty take because it didn't look like you needed to take that penalty to make a key defensive stop.
So there's a face-off to the right of Justin Bach. The Hawks clear. Mason Kulik pushes ahead. Chaska's got a shorthanded rush here. Ethan Benz works it down to the offensive zone behind Dietrich. This one goes up into the netting and finds itself lodged between the glass and the crowd. A stoppage, and we're going to go all the way down to the other end for a face-off, or into the neutral zone for a face-off.
Surprised. I thought that went off at Eden Prairie player there. That should have stayed in the zone.
The ruling was that it went off of a Chaska player. That's why the puck is dropped to the neutral zone. Eden Prairie wins it back. Rudrud for the Eagles recollects here. He dumps it off for Lang Fells behind the goal.
Sorry to interrupt you, but that was a forward face-off win actually by Benz. A nice play by him, knowing his awareness where he was on the ice.
You got better eyes than I do. Here comes Eden Prairie though, offensively with the puck. Dietrich. Away for Jensen.
See, I'm just used to hockey.
Yeah.
I know the plays.
I could call a basketball game in my sleep. 2 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Jack Jensen off now for Lang Fells. Eden Prairie with 1:17 to go on the penalty, on the power play. A nice point shot blocked away by Justin Bach and Mike Kester tandemly. And Chaska clears here with 1:06 to go. And the penalty is going to tick off here. Chaska hoping to kill it off. Eden Prairie with numbers though. Jack Jensen crosses the blue line. He's fiddled with by Lavelle though. Along the corner. Dashers stop it up for Chris Conan. Conan has it back here along the boards for Eden Prairie behind Justin Bach, and in the corner now for Middlestat. Middlestat back to Conan. Let's go out in front of the net. Couldn't find a place to put it, so he loses the puck, but Eden Prairie gets it back as Chaska tries to clear. Now it pokes loose. The puck wobbles loose out of the Eden Prairie zone, or out of the Chaska zone. Rudrud dumps it back in with 27 seconds to go on the penalty, and a minute and 12 seconds to go in the second period of this hockey game. The Hawks clear it away, though. Time's going to tick off as Eden Prairie and Chaska both get line changes off. The puck at a standstill behind the Eden Prairie net. Rudrud finally comes away with it for the Eagles.
A little pick play there behind the net to stop Pitlick coming up.
Willett down to the offensive zone. The penalty has been killed off by Chaska. Warner will exit the box and come immediately onto the ice. Here he comes. Chaska's going to have numbers here. But instead, Eden Prairie is able to get a line change off successfully. Warner has it down behind the Eden Prairie goal. 30 seconds left. He loses it, though. Fresh out of the penalty box. Stays in the Chaska offensive zone. But Eden Prairie finally clears. Jack Jensen across the red line. Now he enters his offensive zone. Jensen holds up, fires one. Good save by Justin Bach. 20 seconds left. Chaska trying to clear. A good steal away by Willett. Willett has the net to himself. Bach right at the chest. Covers it. Oh, the puck's still loose, but the referee lost sight of it, so we get a stoppage with 12.4 to go. The penalty has been killed off.
Another one of those leaky rebounds from Bach. He's not able to get a hold of them.
Majority of Bach's goals allowed are on those leaky rebounds, as you suggested.
Yeah, those in off-angle shots. Just catch them weird.
12.4 to go. Going to get a face-off to the right side of Justin Bach down in the Chaska defensive zone. 3-2 hockey game. Eden Prairie trying to get some last-minute line changes off. 5-on-5 hockey for 12 seconds, presumably. Starkey works it around for the Hawks across the board. Benz receives it. Pushes ahead for Olmscheid. Olmscheid in front of the net. Nice stick move, but he lost the puck. It was poked away from his possession. And now Olmscheid gets railed into the boards, but the time expires on the period. We go to the second intermission. Chaska leading 3-2 on the number 4 seed in Section 2 of Class 2, Eden Prairie. Through 2 periods, Pitlick scored the first for Chaska. Then it was Warner scoring off the opening face-off for the Hawks. And then Eden Prairie retaliated, tied the game at 2-2 from goals from Pachowski and Rudrud. Then Mike Kester of late scored a third goal for Chaska, putting them ahead 3-2 as we head into the second intermission, Colin.
That was a very good response by Chaska after coming out very flat-footed in the start of the period and surrendering 2 goals, but then eventually coming and regaining the lead and establishing a good forecheck and getting some opportunities before the end of the period. Should be a good one in the third.
We're going to go to a quick break. We'll be right back with the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network Intermission Report. You're watching Section 2, Class 2 High School Hockey on Lemson Chevrolet Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
Sarah!
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our services is our comprehensive sports medicine program, specializing in preventing, diagnosing, and treating sports-related injuries, helping you return to the activities that fuel your passion. St. Francis Rehabilitative Services, with clinic locations in Chaska, Shakopee, and Savage. Schedule an appointment today.
Well, welcome back to Eden Prairie Community Center. Well, we are at the end of the second intermission. Chaska clinging on to the 3-2 lead over the Eden Prairie Eagles. We're back with Greg Erickson. Greg, what'd you think of that second period?
Well, let me tell you, I'm happy to be up after that one. The Eagles stormed back with 2 quick goals. I think that was a line matchup issue. They had their number 1 line up against our number 3 line. I'm sure you guys have talked about it, but the other thing that we're also concerned about are the penalty minutes. I think I'm going to be a homer for a few minutes here, but I'm just going to tell you that I think some of the calls that the refs made were a little bit evening some things up to a certain degree. I don't think that contact to the head call against Fletcher was warranted per se. I think he was good and aggressive, and he made some clean hits down there in that skirmish. I don't necessarily know that the contact to the head call was the correct one to make. I do think that they wanted to even up the number of marbles in the pocket, to be honest. I'm not sure what the penalty in minutes is right now from team to team, but I do think the Hawks have spent a considerably larger amount of time in the box than the Eagles have.
Yeah, I think that the Chaska, they struggled for about 10 minutes in that period until they kind of found their groove. They got the Kester goal, and then they started working back to their game. The play of the goaltender for Chaska, Bach, is a little alarming right now.
You bet.
He's letting out a lot of rebounds. You think they're going to come out on top?
It's got to be speed. They've got to get around the picket fence. They've got to get around. They're only going to have 3 guys deep. Dave Snuggerud is not going to move his defense up. Mike Kester will move up, but the other defensive end won't. We've got to get some lucky goals, and I think they can do it.
Yeah, most certainly they're going to play conservative a little bit. They're not going to come out flying aggressive, trying to score. They want to continue to keep this lead, and they want to. Well, I'm not saying that they're not going to play aggressive at all. They're going to be looking to score, but they're going to be a little cautious.
That's right, Colin. Ryan Paul back with you here. We're waiting for Eden Prairie to come out of their huddle at the bench. That was Greg Erickson, who you just heard of the intermission report. And we are getting ready for the final 17 minutes of regulation hockey here from the Eden Prairie Community Center. The Chaska Hawks, the number 5 seed, hold a 3-2 advantage on the number 4 seed, Eden Prairie Eagle. Puck dropped at the center ice on top of the Eagle logo, and we are underway. We'll get an icing call only 6 seconds in. We're going to face off in the Eden Prairie defensive zone. Chaska going to get a first scoring chance here.
That's good for Chaska to come out here in this third period, being in an unfamiliar situation, get to play in EP zone, hopefully for a little bit, get a few shots on, settle down those nerves as they're 17 minutes away here from their first section win in quite a long time.
They've gotten bounced in the first round, what did you say, the last 4 years?
My 4 years I've been here, and I believe the 2 years prior. So they were back at Class Single A then.
Eden Prairie, completely different story. 4 consecutive trips to the state tournament.
Correct, yeah.
Looking for their 5th here this year.
They're missing a very key factor, though. Middlestad is a hard person to...
Casey Middlestad, that is.
Yeah, to replace, but certainly this team has dealt with the adversity, and they're not just going to go away whatsoever.
On the sheet, hockey being played. Minnesota hockey in the playoffs, the best kind of hockey.
I think that was important what Greg Erickson touched upon in that second intermission. Looking at this game, you see Chaska versus Eden Prairie. Everyone's going to think, oh, EP's been so good the past few years. It's Chaska. Like, Chaska hasn't had a good hockey team for quite some time. As that puck goes, they haven't had a good hockey team. EP's so established and so well known. But in reality, these teams are close to each other in play this year.
On paper, as Greg Erickson mentioned, Eden Prairie does look better in a lot of categories. The one spot that really grabbed your attention is actually the record. Eden Prairie only won 1 conference game this season. It was last week against Hopkins. They are at a losing record at 10-14 overall this year. Loose puck out in front of the net. Justin Bach keeps his eye on it, and he walks in for the good save. Stays at 3-2.
They do have poor conference play, but you have to look at their section. The Lake Conference is the best conference in Minnesota.
That's correct.
They play with the big dogs, Wayzata, Minnetonka, and Edina. Minnetonka and Edina, top 2 teams in state right now.
Eden Prairie also 0-3 in the section this year, worth noting.
Yeah, the only 2 section wins for Chaska have came against Chanhassen.
Face off to the right-hand side of Chaska goaltender Justin Bach. Calvin Barrett pokes a point shot right off of his wrist, and it flutters into the corner. Eden Prairie loses his own. Puck comes off across the red line. Ethan Benz gives chase for the Chaska Hawks. Now Eden Prairie gets possession back. They come into the offensive zone. Here's Lesko. Lesko loses it. Barrett is on the ice, and he's up slowly. He's going to skate over to the bench. Eden Prairie wants a whistle on a possible offside, but they let it go. Chaska down in the offensive zone here. Benz tries to center one. Blocked off out front there by Andrew Irwin, though, of Eden Prairie. Now Jack Jensen comes up across the red line. He's going to take it inside his offensive zone. Jensen trying to do it himself. Puts a heater on just to the left side over the glove of Justin Bach, and it goes off and across the boards behind the net. Jensen's going to try one again. He puts one right into the glove. Justin Bach frames it up, and it's straight 3. We're going to face off of the held puck with 14:51 to go here in the third period.
Good start to the third period here, excuse me. Pace is carried over.
Been a very fast-paced hockey game. Very good tempo so far in this game. Pajor for Eden Prairie gives it away for Arsinger. Arsinger's shot tipped wide. Chaska recollects. Kessler gives it up for McDonald. McDonald clears the zone, and it goes out to the red line. Eden Prairie enters the offensive zone now. It's Sam Willett who chases it into the corner. Willett loses it. Cuss applied a body, and he lost the puck. Now a deflected shot finds its way into Justin Bach's glove. He holds it, and a stoppage here with 14:27 to go. Justin Bach covers this one up. Face off to the glove side of Justin Bach. After 2 periods, shots were 23-13 in favor of the Eagles. Chaska still up on the score column, though, 3-2. Eden Prairie keeps it in the zone. Mason Kulich doubles back on it. Now he goes up in front of his own net. Puck stays in the zone. Kulich drops his stick. No, it's actually John Middlestad who drops his stick for Eden Prairie. Here come the Hawks. Lavelle tries to put a dangle on an Eden Prairie player, but it gets poked loose at the neutral zone at the red line. Middlestad dumps it away now for James. Carson James lost the puck in the Eden Prairie offensive zone. They keep it in. Magnuson tries to clear. It stays along the board, still in the Eden Prairie zone, right in front of the Chaska bench. Now it's poked loose. Willett out to the point. Pajor. Pajor wants to put a ripper on right off the stick of Justin Bach. Poked aside. Loose puck behind the net. Chaska collects. Eden Prairie and Chaska here doing battle in the first round of the section playoffs in Class 2, Section 2. neutral zone. Puck goes all the way up in the air. Billy Bronson catches, drops it down, puts it on a stick. Here comes Chaska's Pitlick. Pitlick dumps it in. Hawks are going to give chase here. Going to go along. Pitlick and Warner are going to be the ones who do the chasing. Ben's trying to keep it in the zone, but it wiggled his way out. Chaska sends a shot on. Andrew Irwin stopped it out front. Irwin, coast to coast, fires one right off the mask of Justin Bach. He comes right back into his crease. Brett Pitlick very cognitively comes away with this one. Pitlick skates up into the blue line. Chaska with numbers. Pitlick fires one. Juicy rebound given up. Kester tries to poke it down. Kester caught the puck that was fluttering. The rebound off of Dietrich's stick went right up straight up in the air. Kester brought it down with his glove, but it was poked loose in front of the net, and all the way down to the other end. Justin Bach covers a gliding puck for another stoppage and another face-off here in the Chaska defensive zone.
No, nice little play there by Chaska to get that puck out and get that 3-on-2 opportunity. Kester just couldn't hold on to get that puck down to his stick quick enough, and Eden Prairie went the other way.
Face-off to the right-hand side. That's the stick side of Justin Bach. Eden Prairie wins it off and they score. Tie game.
Nice play off the face-off there
Very
by the
nice
Eagles.
play. They won it back, and they won it forward. They had a guy right there. They centered it off. Nobody was there for Chaska, and they tie it up 3-3 with 12:45 to go in the second period. Face off to the center dot.
It's been all EP this period. I mean, not that Chaska's really been playing bad necessarily. It's just Eden Prairie was all over the Hawks.
3-3 tie. McDonald takes the draw for Chaska. Slapper on from the point. Arnister had it deflected out front though. Kulik doubles back for Chaska. Bronson tape to tape. Up ahead. Lavelle lost it. Dumped back into Chaska's defensive zone. Bronson recollects for the Hawks. Hawks playing on their toes again here. They can't fall back behind too far in the momentum race here.
They need to work on getting the puck, getting it to a player, and getting out.
Puck centered. It's still loose. Chaska needs to clear. We're going to get an icing call, but it's for the better as Chaska cleared a puck that most certainly would have found the net if one of the Chaska defenders didn't get a stick on it and send it all the way down.
The Hawks are running around right now. They need to start cracking down and making some better plays here.
Dave Snuggerud's going to come onto the ice. He calls his timeout. And we're going to get a break. Chaska calls the timeout with 12:10 to go. It's a 3-3 tie. We're going to be right back from the Eden Prairie Community Center. Don't go anywhere.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
We're back from Eden Prairie out of the Chaska timeout. We have a face-off but to the left of Chaska's Justin Bach here. Eagles win it back. Warnett has it though for the Hawks after the Eagles lost it off of the face-off. The initial win. Here comes Rhett Pitlick along the boards for Chaska. They clear. Mike Kester skates up ahead with speed. He dumps it off for Pitlick. Pitlick clears it into the zone. Chaska loses the zone, and it's coming all the way down behind the net of Justin Bach. Kester chases. Icing called here. And we're going to go all the way down to the other end. Again, it's a 3-3 hockey game, though, with 11:45 to go in the third period. Face off in the Eden Prairie zone. Benz puts one on. It flutters up into the netting. And another face off in the exact same spot. Blaine Warner doesn't even have to move as he was the one who took the draw.
Nice sliding defensive play there by the Eagles defenseman. Took that puck out of play.
Face off. Poked loose out of the Chaska zone. Goes into the neutral area. Magnuson gives chase along with Eden Prairie's Ryan Lesko. Now it comes into the Chaska defensive zone. Poked right out in front of the Chaska bench. Here's Rhett Pitlick. Pitlick has it all to himself. He dumps it off for Warner. Blaine Warner. Good save by Dietrich. Chaska had a wonderful scoring chance. Dietrich laid himself out and prevented that puck from getting put into the net.
That's the second time the refs have done that for each team.
Yeah,
the puck's been loose.
The puck was still loose, but the ref lost sight of it, so the whistle was blown. Chaska still could have kept up the attack there.
Smarter, it's probably a smart idea by the refs and erring on the side of caution.
But brief conversation between the goaltender Dietrich and the official before we drop the puck here with 11:23 to go in the Eden Prairie defensive zone. The Eagles win it back. Pajor harassed by Chaska. Eden Prairie pokes it loose in the neutral zone. Here comes Garrett Smith. Smith ahead with it. Smith fires one on. Justin Buck snags it with the glove. With 11:13 to go. A held puck and a face-off. The intensity started to pick up here. A 3-3 tie.
Yeah. Does it just appears to feel like the Hawks are down right now?
Coming out of both intermissions, they felt flat-footed, but they have picked it up in the middle of the period, at least in both of the first two periods. Eden Prairie puts a shot just wide of Bach. Good body applied by Lavelle. A centered puck, and now they score, looks like. Now they wave it off. The puck was loose in front. It hit the goalpost. You might have heard. Eden Prairie it looked like they might have scored, but Chaska gets away with a no call.
I thought that went in, and
you're not the only one.
Back underneath box pad on the left side of the net. It looked like it went in and came back over.
It was a shot from the face-off dot to the right-hand side of Bach. They almost got him through, but they wave it off and say that the puck was stopped before it crossed the goal line. 11:01 to go, third period. Eden Prairie picks up the intensity here. Kester works with the body, so to poke it loose. Now it's jarred up ahead for Ethan McDonald. McDonald up ahead to Lavelle. Lavelle enters the zone. It's poked loose from him. McDonald gets knocked to his butt. 10:45 to go. Barrett puts one in. McDonald didn't know it was coming, or else he could have tipped it right through the pipes and had Chaska up by one goal. Instead, it stays 3-3 tie. Kester takes an elbow as Rudrud enters the zone. Eden Prairie comes under the offensive attack. They poke it out to the top. Arsinger had a shot from the point, deflected. A loose puck. Justin Mock gave up another rebound. Eden Prairie, there's a penalty coming. There's a stop puck in front of Justin Bach. There is 6 people down there from either team, it would have seemed like. Even though that is not the case, there is a lot of bodies down there. Justin Bach comes away unscathed. A penalty going against Chaska? It is. Eden Prairie going to go on the power play. Not what Chaska wants right now. McDonald to the box, 2 minutes. Looks like a hook.
That was a goal saver, though.
It was. You're exactly right. Stays at 3-3. Face off right in front of the Chaska fans. Dave Snuggerud still having a conversation with the referee. Waiting for the puck to be dropped. We've got 10:21 to go. It's a 3-3 tie. Snuggerud's had his word, and we're going to get ready to drop the puck. It's Warner going against Jack Jensen. Puck drop. Eden Prairie comes away with it. Pachowski. Cross for James on the blue line. Eden Prairie running the power play here. Centered puck loose in front of Bach, and it's finally cleared by Chaska. Here comes Pitlick. Pitlick got bodied away by Carson James. Pitlick still causing problems down in the offensive zone for Chaska. They need to get back and play some defense as they're down a man here. Here comes Jensen. He's dangerous. Jensen takes it in the offensive zone, puts one behind the net. The shot just too long. Still loose in the Chaska offensive zone. Eden Prairie possesses. Garrett Smith loses it though, and it comes away. Chaska clears it. Eden Prairie has to retreat and pick up. 1:18 to go in the penalty. To McDonald. Eden Prairie all the way down the other end. Pachowski already has one goal tonight. Shot right off the blocker of Justin Bach. Now Garrett Smith in the corner, bodying against Kester. Chaska swings it down and they clear it. With 9:20 to go, we got 60 seconds to go in the penalty to McDonald.
Bronson coming around the net just cleared the ice. If you would have looked, he would have noticed he had 3 players breaking for the Hawks.
Chaska trying to kill any time off this penalty. The Eden Prairie power play not looking very good at right now. Here's Lavelle, passes it off to the wrong team. I think he thought that was another player for Chaska, but instead it was an Eden Prairie player. It was Ryan Lesko. We had a stoppage with 9:04 to go here in a face-off. Too many men? We're going to play 4-on-4.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened there. That was a great play by Lavelle as he caught Eden Prairie changing. I was wondering why he was coming up the ice and he passed the puck over to EP bench. They had 6 guys on the ice and he threw it into the skate of Eden Prairie guy. It caused him to take the too many men penalty. Fantastic heads-up play there by Lavelle.
That really was a wonderful play. It probably went unnoticed by a lot of people, but in the hindsight, it really was a wonderful play. Four-on-4 hockey for 42 seconds before McDonald's going to come out. Chaska in the offensive zone. Pillick works behind the net. Dietrich takes a shot to the head. The puck's still loose. Now it's worked to the corner. Eden Prairie is going to clear. Here comes Conan. Conan gives it off for Jack Jensen. Jensen enters the zone. Dumps it away. Irwin, 3-on-3 in the offensive zone. Kester took one off the shin and blocked it. Pillick up ahead. On the blue line. Can't enter. Keeps it in the neutral zone. Bronson swings it over for Kester. 12 seconds to go in the penalty to Chaska before we play a power play for the Hawks. Bach almost let one trickle by him, but he got away with a mistake there, and it comes behind the net. Eden Prairie now in their offensive zone. Kester tries. Penalty's been killed off. Eden Prairie Chaska goes on the power play. Hawks reset in their own zone. 1:06 to go. Lavelle all the way down. Lavelle stops up quickly in the offensive zone. Right in front of the Eden Prairie bench. He gives it off to Kester. Kester away for Warner, but Warner couldn't collect it. Now here's Pillick. Pillick puts one on right into the gut of Andrew Dietrich. And a stoppage with 7:58 to go in the third period. We still got 55 seconds left under the penalty to Eden Prairie for too many men.
That was some fun 4-on-4 hockey there. Chaska's speed was kind of prevailing against the Eagles. I think had they gotten an opportunity to play at that strength longer, they could have had a couple opportunities.
3-3 tie. 7:58 to go. 55 seconds left in the Eden Prairie penalty. Kester off of the face-off winner zone in the Chaska offensive zone. Gives it off to Warner. Warner tape to tape with Pillick. Warner puts one on, almost shelved it. But there was a glove of Andrew Dietrich in the way of him in a 4-3 hockey game.
With authority by Dietrich. Gloves that down. He doesn't even move.
7:48 to go. Face off at the exact same spot to the left of Dietrich. Warner going against James for Eden Prairie. Puck dropped. Smuggle for it. Worked around. Magnuson. Had it worked away. Now Magnuson at the back of the point. Magnuson at the point. Off for Kester. Kester at the top. Tape to tape into the circle. Kester wants a shot. Deflected wide. Goes into the corner. Eden Prairie chases. Lesko clears it. Kester can't get back. And 23 seconds left. The Chaska Hawks have to come back. Mike Kester quickly recollects and blows right by Joey Green. Kester all the way down. This is what he does best. Kester's going to try to take over. He flips one right into the chest of Andrew Dietrich. As he went coast to coast, he flipped a backhander right into the chest of the Eden Prairie goalie, who's been very stellar tonight, as has Justin Bach. 7:16 to go with offensive zone faceoff for Chaska, who has 13 seconds left in the man advantage. Kuliks couldn't collect a clean face-off. It's worked back out for Barrett at the front corner. Barrett went right through the legs of a defender for Eden Prairie, but Dietrich wasn't phased. With 7 seconds left, yet another face-off.
And nobody in front there for that Barrett shot. Just let out Dietrich to be able to swallow that up. 7 seconds left on the power play here for Chaska, due to note.
Face-off. Kuliks comes away. Barrett's going to rip one on. It got deflected out wide. Kuliks can't collect a rebound for a good shot. Full strength hockey here. The penalty's been killed off. We go from Eden Prairie power play to 4-on-4, then to Chaska power play. No scores coming of it. Centered puck. Grant Smith put a shot just wide for Eden Prairie down in the offensive zone for the Eagles. A pass came off the stick of Bronson. Nobody was there though. Eden Prairie gets a chance. Some bodies tumble around in the defensive Chaska zone. Behind the net, here comes McDonald, who's fresh out of the box. in the last couple minutes. Now Kulix finds himself with it for Chaska. He sends a laser up to Lavelle. Lavelle has to dump it in. McDonald's going to give chase. He's going to go against Horton. Excuse me, that is Lesko. Puck out in front of the Eden Prairie net. Nobody was there, though, and it flutters free. Starkey comes back all the way into the defensive zone to collect it for Chaska.
We haven't seen Olmsted out on the ice for a while for the Hawks.
Good point. Here's Ethan Benz, loses it away. Chaska's Ethan Benz with a shot at the point. Nothing there. Magnuson had an open net. He had Dietrich turned around, but here comes Jensen for Eden Prairie. Jensen all the way down the other way. This is what he does best. Jensen flicks one right into the chest to Justin Bach. The pace starting to pick up a little bit here.
Nice opportunity there for the Hawks, and then turned quickly back by the Eagles. Here we go. Warner flips the puck up, and it hits the Chaska bench, and that'll come back into the Chaska zone here for face-off. I'm going to take over for a sec while Ryan works on some technical issues. Nothing wrong with us here, but just trying to help out the CHBN employees. Taylor Hansen. 5:47 to go here in this third period. Down deep in the Chaska zone. Conan steps in against Warner for the face-off. Warner loses that. It comes up, and a shot by Jensen's blocked into the corner by Starkey. As it's flipped off the wall. Here, welcome back, Ryan Paul.
Here we are. Eden Prairie has a shot out front. Justin Bach, sprawling save. Sorry, had to exit momentarily. Taylor Hansen's down getting some film for us. And he needs a new battery for his camera. I had to help him locate it. But with 5:37 to go, we got a 3-3 tie in our hands. A wonderful finish forthcoming here for Chaska and Eden Prairie in this section quarterfinal matchup.
Watch for the nerves to start kicking in here for the Hawks.
Jensen had a poked away from him for Eden Prairie. Chaska comes away with the puck. Eden Prairie saves it in the zone, though. Kester's going to try to clear. 5-on-5 hockey with 5:25 to go. Kulik's up ahead with it. The senior dumps it in. McDonald chases. McDonald finds himself with it behind the Eden Prairie goal. Now it's a cross. Eden Prairie comes away with it. Jensen loses it. Barrett tried to flick it away, but his stick was interfered with. Still in the neutral zone. Eden Prairie dumps it all the way into the opposite corner. Behind Bach, Kester chases, retreats, comes right along the goal. Here comes Mike Kester, tape to tape up to Lavelle. Lavelle enters the zone, throws one in, goes off of the shin pad. 5 minutes left, 3-on-3, or 3-3 score. Lavelle causing problems down low. Eden Prairie has too many numbers though. They come away with the puck. Here's Jensen, Jack Jensen, 20 goals this season. It's a 3-on-3, 3-3 game here. He's yet to score tonight. Blaine Warner lays the wood against Jensen, who we just mentioned, but Jensen hops right back up, loses the puck though. Now Blaine Warner, it's a marked man. Here comes the pass. Pitlick trying to move it along for Chaska. He gives it up to his future gopher teammate Mike Kester. Kester waits. Mike Kester centers for Warner. They score! Beautiful goal! Mike Kester waited all day, found Blaine Warner open in the slot. Blaine Warner put it home. Chaska 4-3.
What a play there by Kester to lead that whole rush up the ice. Take it wide down deep into the EP zone and to find a crashing Warner in front of the net to tip that puck in to give the Hawks the lead. We're in crunch time now, baby. 4:23 to go here in this third period. EP's going to bring all they got. Chaska's got to be ready to respond.
We're going to take the draw quickly. Chaska up 4-3 with 4:20 to go. Warner from Kester, the last goal. A absolutely gorgeous goal. Eden Prairie is going to try to dump it in. They're going to pick up the intensity a little bit here. Chaska struggled playing with a lead so far tonight. Worked around Luke Bushby across the blue line. Eden Prairie with possession. They dump it in. Blocked out front of Justin Bach. Here's a wrister. Goes right over the crossbar. There's a point shot for Irwin. Chaska students get into it. Chaska's crowd starts to pick it up. 3:52 to go. Keith Fletcher dumps it down. And they call icing. Chaska quickly up 4-3 here with 3:48 to go. We're across the 8:45 local time mark here in Eden Prairie, Minnesota. A beautiful finish up on tap here for us here at the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. I'm Ryan Paul, joined this evening by my partner Colin Jacobson. Face off to the left of Justin Bach. The Hawks win it. It comes out of the neutral zone, but Eden Prairie is able to retreat. Pagor picks it up for the Eagles. Here's a loose puck out in front of the net. Chaska gets it away from Bach, out of trouble. Starkey works up ahead for Pitlick. Comes back into the Chaska zone, but the Hawks escape quickly. Starkey tried to flick one ahead for Pitlick, who was streaking, but it got intercepted. Eden Prairie now enters. Jensen railed into the boards right in front of the Chaska students, and they love it. Jensen right back in front, the junior captain. Leads Eden Prairie in all three categories, goals, assists, and points. Point shot, fluttering around right in front of Bach. Arsinger, the initiator of that one. Jensen gets tripped up behind the play. No whistle, though. Here comes Blaine Warner. He's going to dump it across the dashers. Pitlick, the only Hawk to give chase. Pitlick, a wonderful move. Keeps it in the Hawk zone. Now he looks, he's tied up in the corner with a body from Arsinger. 2:50 left. Eden Prairie down. Jensen trying to take over for the Eagles. He flicks one on. Can't get it anywhere close, and it goes over the net. Eden Prairie still in the offensive zone. Jensen loses it. Off now. Pachowski almost had it. John Middlestat had a rebound goal on tap, but it was blocked away by the junior goaltender. Justin Bach goes up into the netting with 2:34 to go. Another stoppage.
After the Chaska goal, play's been in the Chaska zone this whole time. This is the first time we're having a face-off outside of their zone.
The face-off's going to come out to the neutral zone because it was poked out of play.
And we're going to get Eden Prairie take their timeout.
Eden Prairie timeout. The Chaska crowd is into it. The students are on their feet, as are the parents.
It is loud.
It is loud. Gotta love it. Minnesota High School Hockey. We'll be right back on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network.
Lenz and Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years. We sell both new and used cars. We got a complete service department with a body shop full service. We believe in community. We support the churches, the schools, the Lions clubs, the Chamber of Commerce, you name it. We're proud to be a community leader.
There's a better, brighter day ahead for patients who visit St. Francis Rehabilitative Services. Our wide-ranging, innovative, and compassionate care offers adults and children the services and support that inspire them to a higher quality of life. Among our...
The crowd is into it. Eden Prairie's fans are silenced. Chaska's fans are electrified. And this is high school hockey in the state of Minnesota. You're watching it live, you're listening to it live on the Lenz and Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. I'm Ryan Paul, coming to you with Colin Jacobson here. We got a face-off right in front of us. 4-2. Chaska took a recent lead on a Blaine Warner textbook goal. In the Chaska defensive zone, the Hawks students require the Eden Prairie students to rise to their feet. We're coming out of the wire here. Here comes Rhett Pitlick. Pitlick by himself. Pitlick puts one on. It's tipped out in front. It's loose still. Pitlick tries to put it in. Two juicy rebounds given up by Dietrich. Pitlick tried to capitalize on him, but it was blocked away by some defenders down there. Eden Prairie comes away. Here's Jensen. Jensen dumps it off. He couldn't collect it though. A wrist shot. Score! Tie game. Chris Conan from the point got deflected and found the back of the net. That changes everything.
That shot from the point hit a stick out front. It bounced right over the left pad of Bach. We got a new hockey game here. The minute 58 left.
That changes everything.
Seconds after Pitlick almost puts the dagger, Eden Prairie storms right back.
This is when Eden Prairie is going to pick it up. Chaska needs to stay on top. Tie up in the center dot. Go ahead.
Chaska needs to hold on right now to take it to the overtime. Surprised they called that unassisted. It looked like it bounced off a stick in front of the net.
Could have been defensively.
That's true.
1:43 left in regulation. It's a 4-4 tie now. Eden Prairie comes away with it. Rudrud enters the zone. Rudrud puts one on a heater.
Just over the blocker
Just
of Bach.
over. 90 seconds left. Section quarterfinal hockey. You're listening to it live on the London Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Here's Bronson for Chaska. Pushes ahead for McDonald of the Hawks. He flips it up and into the netting from the neutral zone. We're going to get a neutral zone face-off with 1:18 left. A jam-packed score sheet. There's a 4-4 tie with 1:18 to go. The Hawks and Eagles both showing a very, very positive sign going into this next round for whoever it's going to be. We should tell you, Minnetonka routed Shakopee at 8-0 final, so the winner of this game will get Minnetonka.
No surprise there.
Nope. Kester going to try to pull some magic out of the hat for Chaska here. Icing waved off. We dump it back behind the Eden Prairie net. The Hawks give chase. They keep it in the zone. Here comes Kester now for Chaska. Pillick took a high stick, but the referees didn't see it. 1 minute to play. Third period, regulation. Eden Prairie comes with it. Here comes Jensen. This is what's scary for Chaska. Jensen all by himself. Has a couple defenders in his way. Jensen takes it in. Jensen, loose puck out in front. He was held. Wanted to call him. Nothing's coming, though. Eden Prairie trickles one in. Blocked out front. Nothing coming. Now it's into the neutral zone. All the way down in front of Dietrich. Eden Prairie recollects. 39 seconds and ticking. In the Chaska offensive zone. It stays. Still a scrum forward at the blue line. Eden Prairie finally comes with an Arsinger. Pushes it away for Pager. In the neutral zone, it's worked all the way behind for Justin Bach. Icing called. Chaska going to get an offensive zone face-off. Here's where they can capitalize with 25 and a half left.
Lee Smith did not like that call right there.
4-4, third period, 25 and a half left. Ryan Paul, Colin Jacobson with you on the London Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Face-off to the left of Dietrich. It is won back by Eden Prairie. Langfels kicks it away now. Pachowski comes up ahead. Pachowski loses it in the neutral zone. Chaska puts it back in and a block shot out in front by Magnuson. Bach almost had it trickle in. It's still loose. There's a Chaska player down. Who is that? He is down and not moving. Is it Kester? It is Mike Kester who's down behind the Chaska goal. He's going to hop up with 8.9 to go. Mike Kester already been down a couple times tonight. He hops back up. And if I know Mike Kester, and I do, he's not going to let that interfere with his play here with the last 8 seconds and then some, hopefully. But a scary sight nevertheless. Mike Kester hobbling around a little bit. He's going to have to head to the bench. We got a 4-4 tie. Eden Prairie's top line going against Chaska's top line for the last just under 9 seconds. Tie up in the face-off circle. Descent of overtime looming. They've cleared the zone. Rhett Pillick's going to try. His time expires. We're headed to overtime in Section 2. Quarterfinal between Chaska and Eden Prairie. At the end of regulation, it's 4-4. Chaska and Eden Prairie. After 3 periods, Colin, what do you think?
It's been a phenomenal hockey game here tonight. It doesn't look like they're going to come out and cut the ice, but I definitely think they should. It looks pretty ripped up. It's been back and forth action here. Chaska's had multiple opportunities to win it here. They haven't trailed yet in this game. But, we'll see going into this overtime if the youthfulness for Chaska can overreign the experience here for Eden Prairie.
We're going to welcome back in Greg Erickson as we await the start of overtime. Here's Greg and Colin.
Well, if you have a heart condition, do not watch this game. Do not listen to this game. I'll tell you what. It has been fun to sit down with the parents all season long. I have to stand in the penalty box and play music and scream into a microphone. Tonight I get to be a fan. Tonight I get to sit with the parents. And let me tell you what, every single one of them are on pins and needles right now. They are absolutely so nervous for this team. They are so excited. So we've got about 2 minutes left here in the break. What do you think happened in that period? What happened?
Well, it was just like at the start of the second period. Chaska didn't come out with that jump. They got scored on. It took them a little bit to get going. They finally got going. They got that goal. Then Eden Prairie tied it up, and then that's where we are right now.
Well, let me tell you, Dave's probably running about, I think he's probably running 2 lines right now. if you'll have noticed, his number one line was out there for about 1 minute and 38 seconds of the final period. It's a long shift, especially at the end of 3 periods.
We have not seen Nick Olmscheid out on the ice, number 26, for a while.
All right, I'm not sure if he's hurt. I'm not sure if anything's happened to him.
He seems to be back with the third and fourth liners with the seat on the bench. So, I'm not sure. We've been paying attention to that, but
well, Snuggerud took a timeout early-ish in the period.
Yep.
And I think after he did that, he wanted to give his guys a rest more than anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think after he did that, the team was a little bit more energized. So much so that Eden Prairie had to take a timeout. Dave's timeout was a surprise to me. I didn't think they were playing that badly, but again, I think he wanted to give them a rest.
Yep.
Eden Prairie's timeout was because they were definitely being outplayed
by
that time in the period.
Yeah, and that timeout proved a good decision by them as they went and they scored right away right after that.
You bet. And I think that it was an unassisted goal. It was a long goal. It was a shot from the point.
It looked like it hit a stick in front.
May have been deflected out front. There's a good possibility of that. Once again, I think the Hawks had at least one penalty in that period. I think that hurt them a little bit. Again, that was
a good penalty though, I think, by McDonald. Looked like they were about to score there. Chaska was running around frantically.
It was a phantom hooking call, in my opinion.
Correct.
And the referee was standing at red ice at the red line when he made the call.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Well, good luck, boys. Have a great rest of the call.
Thank you.
Voice of Greg Erickson, the one and only here at the Chaska Community Center, the rink announcer there. We're getting ready for bonus hockey between Eden Prairie and Chaska. Colin Jacobson, Ryan Paul coming to you live on the Lenz Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. The puck is dropped. The final 8 minutes in section hockey, the quarterfinal. A whistle right off the draw.
No, I believe it's going to be
ice.
No, I believe it's going to be. We're going till we're done. There's no shootouts in.
I do recall that might be the case.
They might just be doing 8 minutes until they cut the ice again, because the ice is really chewed up after a period of play.
Yeah, they did not resurface after the third period and before overtime. Face off in the Chaska offensive zone. It's Blaine Warner. The next goal will win the hockey game.
Little Bucci OT.
Bucci OT challenge. Who you got? Bach saves a dribbler. Those are the most scary ones, I'd have to imagine.
I got to go with Kester.
Follow me on Twitter at RyanPaul21. Make sure you follow Colin Jacobson, Colin_Jacobson5, I believe. We're live at ChaskaBasketballReport.com/hockey. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody you know. Tune into this game. In the Eden Prairie's offensive zone, Armstringer puts a wrister on. It goes behind the Chaska net. Justin Bach got knocked over in front of his crease. Eden Prairie sets one up. Pager tees one up. Jensen out. Jensen was right in front of the net, swung it around, went just wide. Warner gets tied up in the corner. Eden Prairie can't keep it in. Here comes Rhett Pillick. He sauces it up ahead. Here comes Benz. Benz tangles it up, and it's covered by Andrew Dietrich. In the Eden Prairie defensive zone, we get a face-off with 7:25 to go in this first overtime period.
Nice little move there by Benz to work his way around the Eden Prairie defender. Just a little too close in to Dietrich for that move to work.
Ryan Paul, Colin Jacobson with you here. Lenz Chevrolet Buick Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. Face off to the right-hand side of Dietrich of Eden Prairie. It's cleared out of the neutral zone. Now it works its way into the Eden Prairie offensive zone. Chaska needs to clear it out. Magnuson has it for the Hawks in his defensive zone. He ties around with it. 7:13 and ticking. 4-4. Next goal is going to win this game. This one goes up to the Eden Prairie bench and hit a finger as the Eden Prairie players hang over the bench. Going to get a face-off down in the Eden Prairie zone with 7:08 to play. A beauty. Either way this game finishes, both teams should be proud of the efforts they provided in this one. Winner will play Minnetonka on Saturday at 4 p.m. at Braemar Ice Arena in Edina. Here comes Magnuson. Magnuson dumps it off for Lavelle. Lavelle in front. Open net. Nobody was home though for Chaska. Eden Prairie comes away with numbers. Here comes Langfels. Langfels all the way down. Langfels fires one on. Blockered away by Justin Bach. Into the corner.
That's Middlestat.
Excuse me, that was Middlestat. You're correct. 6:42 to go. Eden Prairie still in the offensive zone. Here's Pichowski. Down there with James. Justin Bach grabs it with the glove as the shot was trickled on. We're in the overtime period. It's 6:35 to go. 4-4 hockey game from the Eden Prairie Community Center.
What an exciting game we got here.
That's like I said. Anyway, this game winds up. Either team should hang their head high. As we know, one team will not come away victorious in this one. One team will play the troubling Minnetonka Skippers on Saturday. But this is one of the better hockey games that you will see in Minnesota State High School play. Puck dropped. Warner wins it back. Tied up in the face-off dot, but they finally poke it away. Chaska couldn't clear. Eden Prairie's going to come away with numbers. This is Will Height. Oh, and he has a golden Height. 6:24 to go. Chaska's trying to clear their zone. Starkey with it for the Hawks. The junior goes tape with Kester. Kester let it trickle over his stick. Now Willate has it. Willate bodied by Kester. Set it out in front. Justin Bach. That went off the top of his stick. That went off the handle of his stick.
He did not know where that was.
The shot went off the top of Justin Bach's handle of his stick.
Check the numbers.
Here comes Warner. 3-on-2. They're trying to push it up ahead. They clear the zone though. Chaska's still going to have numbers as long as they touch up. Kester with 5:55 to go for Chaska. Enters the zone. Mike Kester, the future University of Minnesota Golden Gopher. Loses the puck. Fires one in. Blocker away out front. In the zone. Pitlick fires it out front. Nothing doing there for Chaska. They're playing with the offensive zone right now. They put it on. Nobody there though. Warner almost had a game-winning goal. A shot. Blocked out in front. They score! Chaska wins! Chaska did it! Chaska wins! Chaska wins! An overtime goal! The Hawks take down Eden Prairie! And the 4-year state tournament streak is over! Eden Prairie! All of them are down on the ice. Chaska's celebrating right in front of their students. The Hawks are headed to the section semifinal on Saturday night against the Minnetonka Skippers.
Chaska Hawks' first ever Section 2 AA win.
What a hockey game! What a hockey game!
They did it. They had faith in themselves, and they faced so much adversity this season and in this game, and they came out victorious. The preparation starts for the Hawks now for Minnetonka on Saturday, as that will not be an easy game.
You're exactly right. We'll see who scored the final goal. It was a whale of a hockey game, to say the least. But wow.
As the Chaska student section having some fun here. The Dietrich not happy. There goes that stick. This one is indeed over.
What a game.
Blaine Warner called game.
Was it Warner?
It was Warner.
It was Warner.
Warner scooped up that rebound.
That's a hat trick for Warner. Yeah? See now, this is hilarious. At school today, one of Warner's teachers approached him at lunch. He said, hat trick, shook his hand. They both walked away from each other. Blaine Warner gets the third goal of the night for himself and wins the game for the Chaska Hawks in overtime.
What a thrill, what a game.
Greg Erickson.
At 5 minutes and 36 seconds left in this overtime period, the Hawks have completely stunned the Eden Prairie Eagles. The entire team was on the ice lying down in disbelief. Tears, wailing, crying. The Eagles are going home. Well, they already are home. We're home with them right now. We're at their home. The Hawks had come out and stunned them, and it was the Hawk studs that did it. It was Kester, Warner, It was Pitlick. It was an amazing game by these individuals. They did everything they could to absolutely disrupt the Eagles. They stopped them on the forecheck. They completely stymied this Eagles team, and they have no idea what just hit them.
No. I did not. That overtime, that was a thriller, and Chaska's able to come away there with that sustained pressure at the end of the game, and after batting away at it, they finally score.
I honestly think that the practice that the Hawks had on Saturday set them up for this game. They were gassed. They have nothing left in their tank after that practice. Dave did that for a reason. You've got a coach here that has Olympic experience, NHL experience, NCAA Big Ten experience. He knows what it's going to take to beat a team like the Eden Prairie Eagles, and it means leaving everything out on the ice, and it also means rolling short lines. He's only rolling 2 lines for most of that game.
Yep. Very seldomly the third line came out onto the ice.
Very seldom, and they only did it when they needed a blow.
Yep.
And not only that, but they had guys like Kester out on the ice on defense almost the entire game. Mike Kester played his ass off tonight, and there he was, just shaking the hand of Eden Prairie's number 18.
That's Jack Jensen, his future teammate on the Gophers.
That's right. And so those two will be playing together, and I think those are the words that were probably exchanged out there at the blue line. And I see him right before going into the dressing room. He is distraught.
For right now, yeah, Kester's got bragging rights.
Mike Kester has bragging rights. This time around, he does. Now, the biggest question, and I don't know if you guys have talked about it, maybe you guys have inside information or not. They say they're going to stay together. They say that they're going to be on the team together next year. Do we know what their decision is?
No, not right now. Not a lot of information coming out. Well, everything's really sticking their focus there. This whole week they prepared hard for Eden Prairie. Now they're going to come back tomorrow, recollect after they have a little bit of fun tonight, get to bed early, go back to the rink, get to work, get ready for Minnetonka on Saturday.
And that is no easy task. You were talking about the number one team in the state. They just won 8-0 over Shakopee. We knew that would happen, but I think this is a stunner. I think the Hawks have stunned Section 2 AA.
Yeah.
I believe that they've stunned the old guard. I believe, and I talked about this in the opening before the last home game against Chanhassen. We're in section that contains some major powerhouses with Holy Family, Minnetonka, Eden Prairie. The Hawks have taken care of business. They've done it for game one. Can they do it again?
That is the very question that we will find out on Saturday at 4 o'clock at Braemar Arena.
That's why we play the game.
That is why. Fantastic night here. Thank you to Greg Erickson for joining us.
Gentlemen, thank you so much for allowing me up into your booth.
Well, that's Greg Erickson, and I'm Ryan Paul. My partner, Colin Jacobson, the senior Chaska Hawks hockey player. Not your last call, buddy.
No.
We'll see everybody Saturday.
We're back, baby.
From Braemar Ice Arena, the Hawks will play the number 1 seed Minnetonka Skippers at 4 p.m. We hope you'll join us right here on the Chaska Hawks Broadcast Network. For my entire crew tonight, Colin Jacobson, the color guy, Max Hannon, and Taylor Hansen down on the ice. Greg Erickson, I'm Ryan Paul, saying so long. The Hawks win this one in overtime. Blaine Warner finds the back of the net, and we're moving on, baby. We'll see you Saturday. Soar Hawks.
Lenzen Chevrolet Buick is a family-owned business, proud to service the Chaska area for the past 35 years.